Well, you can pretty much see not only the outline, you can see the whole bloody creature now. It's so big. The jaws are so big that it can't move anymore. So it's grown a new thing to torture me. So there's the end of the jaws there. They're going around the edge of that wound to keep it open. And they've got this other little worm thing around the edge of that, on the lips of it, that's sort of staple it in place. Can you see that? Then it's got this hair that's like a sort of a spiked, barbed hair that it whips around under the skin, completely destroying all of this flesh, which turned into a blood blister. And it's still bloody going, it really hurts, it's so irritating. Oh, see the spikes of it coming up. It's just all curls around under the skin and it's whipping it about. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's so painful. Look, you can see it. It's moving again. Why? Look, there it is. But why should I be putting up with this? Oh no, there's another two of them. Look at the barbs on them hairs. It's just entered this under the skin there. It's just like barbed wire, look. Oh, look, and that's going around there. Oh no. I'm gonna have to sit there looking, going through this to let you see it, aren't I? Shit. Here we go, look, you can see it tearing the skin apart now. Oh, it's so painful as well, the way it does it. Ouch. People will be going, oh, I can't see that, I can just see pus. You can see pus, can you? I'm fucking blind. I saw a psychiatrist on Friday. He seemed quite nice. And then he did exactly the opposite to what I said. I agreed to go there only if he watches the video. He looked at it for about 5 seconds and wheeled his chair back across the room. I can't see anything because he stopped looking. Of course you can't see anything if you don't look. Doctors are supposed to observe and make a diagnosis based on observation, not based on the previous doctor's notes, and not based on prejudice either. Otherwise, it's not a diagnosis, is it? It's an opinion, and a wrong one. Oh, I see that thing's going up here. It's gone under the skin and it's coming out here now. And of course you can't see it, but I can bloody feel it. Look, in the middle of the screen, you can see it coming out. I'll get the angle right. Ouch. So all of this flesh you can see is breaking open. It's not me that's doing it. You know, I'm self-healing. I'm trying to self-treat. Oh look, there's a bit of it, a strange bit there doing its thing. I was caught trying to treat the thing, because if I don't, it gets out of control, which is what it's done now, because I've left it alone. So all of you doctors, you're all quacks. You've done me a lot of harm by your ignorance and by your arrogance. I'm going to sue the lot of you when this is over. But meanwhile, I need treating. And if you're not going to treat me, then don't be surprised when I treat myself. But it's not a mental issue. It will be soon, because the pain is driving me mad. It's also highly contagious. I've infected at least 3 people with it. They're waiting to see what happens with me. They're frightened to go to a doctor because they don't have the same treatment I got. So they're at the early stages yet. You could save them from all this if you wanted to, if you acknowledge it. What's that crying out of there? That's bleeding because I had to get in there and sever the tendons that go to the spikes because they were just agonising. They were just spinning around because it can't move them properly, so it just spins them. That's the end of it, where they spin. But you can see them under the skin, look. You can see the whole bloody creature. It goes right down my arm. Look. Can you see? No, you can't see, can you? Because you're not looking by now. You've turned it off. The thing is under my arm. You can see, look. You can see its bloody legs going around the sides. You can clearly see the shape of it. And this is actually, it's not under the skin, it is my skin. It's camouflaging itself as skin. It's on the surface as well. It's taken over. It's just sitting in a big trough that it's eaten away for itself. I can barely move my arm, by the way. It goes down right into my hand. Under ultraviolet light, you can see it much more clearly. I can't find the ultraviolet light that I've been making to show it. Look, have you seen an arm that shape before? No. It's because there's something living underneath the skin, inside it. How many more times? I haven't got black hair. Oh, I'll take a microscope picture of that and you see what that is. That's another one of those, just another one of these travelling torture devices. I have not got black hair. This is what happens when the thing's trying to camouflage itself and look like me. It gets the hair the wrong colour, and it also puts it around there where I haven't got any hair at all. That is not me. See the spike coming through there? I mean, my arm is just on fire because the whole thing is just on fire, which is why I'm able to tolerate all this blood up here. I can't even feel it compared to the rest of it. It's just the whole thing is on fire. Black hair. My hairs, I don't think there's any left now. There's more of it than I'm more it than I am me. And you can see the margin where the hairs are suddenly much finer and much lighter. Just a few of them there. That's a few little bits there. That's me. The rest of it is it. Try the other hand. The same thing. It's not as severe. See, that was the site of the original one. So it's not gone. It's still there. It's just sort of shrunk a bit. But my whole arm, again, is overtaken with this thing. Can you see in the light how it shows up? See, you can see the shape of it. Imagine having that living in you. I'll tell you what, you doctors, they better be really confident in what you're saying, because I hope one of them gets you where you touch me. You put a little bit of grit, that's it. And accusing me of being an injecting drug user, what vein am I going to get it in when there aren't any veins? They're all occupied. Look. You see it going down my arm. That is not human skin, by the way. That's a covering. I've not actually seen round the back. Let's have a look, see what the video picks up. I know I've got one in the nape of my neck somewhere, and in the base of my skull somewhere. I don't know if that's going to show it or not, because I haven't seen it, and of course I can't reach it, because I've not done it myself. Back to the original arm again. So, come on then, quacks, get yourselves together and actually do something for me. Show that you are worth your salt. Otherwise I'll be reporting you to the GMC. I'm going to do that anyway, because you'll deserve it. Putting me through this. Just because you're so arrogant. Hope you'll lose your license. Goodbye, doctors. Hello, who are you? What's that sticking out of there? won't be able to complain that it wasn't fair, that you didn't know, because you have got all the diagnostic tools available to you. You know you're supposed to do a stool test and a skin scrape test, and you didn't. What you gave me at UCLH was, you started up a machine. You didn't even do a scan. That was supposed to be a MRI scan. I know what an MRI scan is. It takes 2 people to operate it, and it lasts quite a while, and there's lots of banging and crunching. What you did was started it up, spun it round once and said, right, that's it. You did nothing. So I could still have them in my brain, you still wouldn't know. And a white cell test, you didn't know what my baseline was. So how the hell can you know if I've got elevated levels? And I would have thought any doctor would realise that a good parasite isn't going to cause an immune response, is it? Otherwise it's not going to survive. It's going to have ways of avoiding causing an immune response. I can't believe the stupidity of you people. This all stems from my GP, though, is the worst, because he's not even seen me. Well, none of them actually have seen me. All the diagnoses have been done without actually looking. And a couple of doctors have seen me. I don't know why they've not put anything in their notes. Probably because of the culture of don't go against another doctor. But 2 doctors saw me at King's before the shift change and saw it. Oh, there's a baby about to come up. That'll get flicked onto someone later without me knowing. Because of course it's not contagious because it doesn't exist. So when these go onto people, cause searing pain instantly, that doesn't exist either. There's quite a few coming out now, look. So I'm going to be loaded today when I go out then. Quite a few of them ready to go. It's an ugly thing as well. Look. Can you not see that outline? Of course you can't. By the way, there's one in my penis as well. Thanks very much. That's going to be nice, isn't it, for me? Ooh. You see these little lines radiating out? They're the glass needles that it fires out regularly to anchor itself in place. And when you get these at first, you can't believe the pain they cause. They'll go all the way around inside the skin. And if you pick one out, just even one of them, it just makes you shudder with pain. So that black spot, that's just above where the controlling ligaments are for both claws and for that hair. But not for this one. I don't know where that's being controlled. But I'm going to have to find it. Oh, look. What's this? There's another one that's in action now. Ooh. It slices in such a nasty way. Wow. It's so cruel, this thing. It's come out there. Oh. I'm going back in again. Well, the camera's lost focus and so have I. Goodbye.